Hello, welcome to our presentation. I'm Sunny. I'm here today with Raul, Christian, Rebecca, and Sarah. And today we're going to talk about JP Morgan Chase. More specifically, we're going to talk about their Sapphire brand and a credit card that they released called the Reserve Card that was extremely popular with a huge demographic known as affluent millennials. We're going to talk about what they did in their marketing strategies that made them successful, retention and what they did to continue that success, the moves that they made, the pieces, the hires. Everyone involved in this worked really hard and knew what they had to do. We're going to talk about customer value and customer life value and the rewards offerings that were offered with this product that was just so unbelievably popular with the millennial generation. This is Chase Sapphire creating a millennial cult brand.
We are going to start by talking about what customer value does Chase Sapphire Reserve card offer to its customers. So it offers a lot of different kinds of benefits, such as a one-time sign-on bonus of initially it was 100,000, now it's 50,000 points after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. There's also intangible benefits such as being a part of a club. Or feeling important. They want you to feel like it's an exclusive offer. And in 2016, they created a new Chase Sapphire Reserve card launching that offered different kinds of benefits, such as 3 points per dollar on travel and dining, 1.5% points to dollar conversion rate towards travel reward redemptions. You have access to the Chase Experiences platform, and you have and customers felt like they had a competitive advantage of flexibility. So, how does Chase Sapphire Reserve acquire customers successfully? They use different kinds of marketing strategies. They tailor their marketing efforts towards social media generation, which is generally the 20 to 35-year-old range. Um, they market via social media instead of television because most people in that range of age use more social media than they do watch TV. Um, they use influencers. They host media events. The influencers host media events. They feature the card on their website because, again, that age range that they're targeting is more of a social media and internet savvy group. They also advertise via online video content, and they want the card to feel like it's exclusive. So you feel like you're getting something that not everyone has. Is this sustainable? As far as long run as sustainability is concerned, I don't feel like this is very sustainable in the long run. They're going to have to launch new marketing strategies. And then, as far as the 100,000 to 50,000 points, that's going to need to probably be altered because that caused a extremely high customer acquisition cost, way above projection. So as far as sustainability on that part, I feel like different avenues are going to have to be paved in order to create a more sustainable marketing plan. And they will also have to figure out how to deal with the dip in revenue because there was a large dip in revenue coming up on the 1 year mark of releasing this product. The retention rate is also an issue in the future. How many customers will stay and how many customers will go with the next big thing because different companies will be able to offer different sustainable marketing plans and benefits moving forward. Um, and changing credit cards is so easy these days, such as going online and submitting an application. Um, it's not a sustainable marketing strategy for the long run. And finally, we're going to talk about the changes to the customer acquisition strategy going forward. Like, how would I personally change the customer acquisition strategy? We need to come up with a more sustainable competitive advantages that benefit the benefits of having the this card over other cards, such as reward programs, user friendly apps are always great, and preferred stores, preferred flight companies and rental car companies and stuff like that is always a good one. Target other segments of customers by expanding market strategies. We need to advertise on more than just social media. Um, Typically, the older generation has historically had more money. So if we advertise on television, where a larger percentage of people might see it, that's in the older generation, we might have more sustainability going forward because older people historically like to stay with the cards that they have instead of changing cards just for benefits. We need to find a better way to better differentiate this card from other brands, position the services to better meet the needs of customers on one or more segments, gain more understanding of the evolution of the customer experience. So heavier cards was a great way to start that. A lot of for the younger generation, the experience is what they're buying, not the card. And then we need to have benefits for renewals every year, such as, a small amount of points, like 10,000 points, or some sort of reward or thank you gifts would, I believe, hold a higher retention rate for renewals every year.
All right, so what I'm going to talk about is the success moving forward of the reserve card. It found a phenomenal success in year one, but can it continue? What was done correctly? This is a question to consider. What was the attraction? It's always important to understand what was done right in order to make this so successful, and if there are any changes that need to be made. Uh, Marketing strategy, rewards offered. One consideration also to be made is the current customer base, although it was a fairly sizable demographic in affluent millennials, was it enough? Is it enough to make sure that the success continues? So, can the founded success continue? Will it or won't it? You also have to understand that there are reasons that a product's attractiveness can decline, and they had to stay on top of that. There are arguments for why it will continue to work. The particular product, when Kataspati came in, she noticed that it wasn't just the actually high level of spending and saving savvy that the generation had, but we're talking about an affluent millennial generation that was also tech savvy. So she used social media. This was a pioneer concept. She used social media to attract the younger generation to it, and it was an immediate success. But in order to offer products and services that were also attractive within their program, that was a cost trade off. Should you continue to do it? Yes. Simple things like product design of the product, it counts. It actually helped count. An example of this is that a plastic card was no longer used for the highest tier reserve card. A metallic card was used. This helped the younger generation feel important. Just the weight, metallic feel of this card made them feel important. In reasons that it won't continue to work, this product won't be successful in future years, something that needs to be considered is if the trendiness of their product goes down. You've entered the social media market, so if your product is no longer trendy, it's not going to garner as successful of a program as it was before. You're not going to gather newer, maybe even younger members of the very sizable demographic that you already have. So you have to have good marketing sense, and you have to understand that you have to maintain the trendiness of this product, make sure the competitive response with the prices is good, make sure everything that worked in year one continues to work in year two and later. So, are there recommendations that can be made for year two and beyond success? Yes. To retain the success of the program, an opinion that can be offered is to continue to make sure that you're up to par with what worked in year one, the social media aspect, the rewards. Make sure you understand your target audience, your focus group, and make sure you are catering to their needs. This is referred to as market level marketing strategy. This dives into the gritty of the promotion. You want to make sure that the prices of your competitors don't start to deter your product from who you've initially catered to. The brilliance of the marketing scheme at the inception of the reserve card specifically needs to be highlighted, and this needs to spill over into subsequent years in order to make sure that retention efforts are maintained and are up to par with the standards. When the product came to fruition, Kataspati noted that traditional means of accessing advertising were less utilized by the millennial generation. That type of marketing strategy needs to continue to be at the forefront of the reserve card, and made sure that internal studies are being done to make sure that rewards programs and prices are meeting the millennial generation's standards. If this is continued, year two and beyond success can be a non-starter. They can make sure that the success of their product continues if they make sure they continue to cater to a generation that is not only just savings savvy, but tech savvy as well.
The market research project launched by Chase concludes that 30 million of US cardholders generated approximately half of the total spend on credit cards. However, Chase has only captured 15% of the market share. Chase's revenue model is set up to earn 70% of its revenue from interest payments and 30% from cardholder and interchange fees. Considering the revolver segment accounts for 43% of the credit card market, it is in Chase's best interest to focus on this market segment to maximize revenue earned. For the emerging affluent market, incentives for the Chase Sapphire Reserve card to be the top of the wallet card include rewards for spend on travel, dining, entertainment and leisure, and shopping at select partner vendors. Of course, this does not mean that Chase should ignore the other two market segments. However, for Chase to maximize their revenue earnings, the transactor and dormant market segments would need to be incentivized to increase their spend and carry credit balance. In other words, turn them into revolver type customers. The transactor market segment makes up almost 1/3 of the credit card market and spends an average of $16,000 annually. Chase could introduce incentive strategies such as exponential point rewards and higher spending, or exclusive reward packages for higher spending accounts. For the dormant market segment, which makes up 28% of the credit card market, Chase could introduce purchasing windows with reduced interest rates and tiered rewards based on amount spent to reintroduce the dormant market segment into defaulting to their credit card for purchases and convert them to revolvers. The Chase Sapphire Reserve card was successful in attracting the ultra-premium high-fee clientele, as it was evident by the double-digit growth in new accounts. This was, after all, the goal of the Chase senior leadership team. However, the Sapphire Reserve card did only that, acquire new sign-up customers. Chase's Sapphire Reserve card fails to effectively target the three credit card market segments, ultimately affecting their customer lifetime value and their bottom line.
If I was a competitor of Chase Sapphire Reserve, I would evaluate the current market segmentation and to determine who my best target segment is. Based on the segment that I am to target, I would develop marketing strategies to attract these consumers to my product. In this case, if I am to target the same market as Chase Sapphire Reserve card, I will be targeting millennials with similar tactics, such as offering reward programs that are similar. For example, considering a sign-on bonus reward of $70,000 to $100,000 will attract the same consumers as the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. I should also reevaluate the design of my card, as the design of my card may be something that makes my users proud to pull my card out of their wallet. Other things that can be taken into consideration when I'm considering the market that I am targeting is what kind of fees they're willing to pay, what kind of return on investment they're looking for. As Chase Sapphire Reserve card competitors begin to evaluate their strategies for competing, Chase Sapphire Reserve has to position itself to maintain their users while also remaining attractive to new users. In order to maintain users, Chase Sapphire Reserve should consider offering bonus rewards for maintaining good standing and paying annual fees. This will also make their annual fee of $450 seem less daunting to cardholders and make them seem like they're getting something in return for that $450 that they have to pay every year. To continue to gain new users, Chase Sapphire Reserve should maintain the sign-on bonus reward program. Lowering the bonus between $50,000 to $75,000 sign-on rewards will remain attractive to this market. Chase Sapphire Reserve cards should also consider things like lowering their annual fees or offering rewards for dollar.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about the current brand that is Chase Sapphire, as well as how to best manage this brand going forward with its new credit card portfolio. Currently, the Chase Sapphire brand benefits from the transactional value of their consumers every time someone signs up for a card. In turn, these consumers benefit from the perks and rewards programs that Chase Sapphire offers with each of their credit cards. The Chase Sapphire brand currently focuses on being an exclusive and high quality card that wants to compete with the American Express Gold Card and other similar cards that offer high quality rewards programs. The benefit that Chase Sapphire really gets from wanting to compete against American Express, Citi, or Discover and their high exclusive cards is the fact that they will have a much larger presence within the industry, which in turn should generate more revenue for Chase and the Chase Sapphire brand. All right, moving forward, Chase Sapphire will need to focus on the relational value it receives from their credit card users. The relationship with their customers can foster into long-term relationships where the customers will go to Chase for any financial or other type of service that they could potentially need throughout their lifetime. From a brand marketing standpoint, perceptual positioning should remain the focus to ensure consumers view Chase Sapphire as an exclusive brand that is similar to American Express, potentially some of Citi's cards and some of Discover's credit cards. Additionally, Chase Sapphire will continue to seek endorsements from A-list celebrities with high following, in hopes that this will have their followers want to sign up or want to use one of Chase Sapphire's credit cards. And finally, the Sapphire Reserve is Chase's opportunity to really stand out. This is their most exclusive credit card that Chase currently offers. In the case, there was proven success with the sign-on bonus that was offered of 100,000 rewards points that was ultimately decreased to 50,000, but specifically for the Sapphire Reserve, the 100,000 rewards points should continue for any individual that is approved to have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Additionally, a focus needs to remain on transforming the rewards program to something unlike other companies that offer unforgettable experiences, such as potentially being awarded a suite at the Super Bowl every year, or an all-expense paid trip to a destination of their choice once these credit card users reach a certain amount of rewards points on their credit card. Finally, there are other practices that Chase can implement when it comes to their rewards programs, and ultimately that's just revamping their entire rewards program for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Really what this could potentially do is incentivize wealthy and affluent individuals to continue to want to sign up for the Chase Sapphire Reserve card and benefit from from the new rewards program. Some of the practices that Chase could implement with the Sapphire Reserve Rewards program is increase the cashback percentage after a certain number of swipes is met a month, potentially even offering the services of a financial advisor at JP Morgan Chase, or even offer unique hotel and travel rewards. As we've seen in the past, this is something that consumers are actively looking for when it comes to credit cards. Finally, I want to thank you all for listening to my team and I, and hope you have gained a little bit of insight on the Chase Sapphire credit card line. Have a good one.
Here are some references for some information that we gathered for our presentation. That is our presentation on the Chase Sapphire Reserve Card, creating a millennial cult brand. Thank you so much for watching.